Greetings, Decalipa here. Wow. First of all, before we start with today's video, I needed to simply thank you. Thank you all of those who've watched my Primarchs video. I have to be honest, I did not expect that video to be as viewed as it was. I woke up one day, a couple of days back, and I saw that the video overnight got 900 views. And I know in a world with millions of subscribers and billions of views, that doesn't seem much, but to me that was quite a lot. And it made my day. Thank you, it really did. And from that I got 10 more subscribers. So that is something that has very much motivated me. So by the time I saw that, my Goya video was already filmed. So now I get to thank you officially. So thank you, that was just awesome. You guys really showed up for that one. And I wanted to make something clear. I promised to a viewer who left a comment on that video that I would make another Warhammer style video. And that one is coming out right after this one. If not the next day after this one is posted, then 2 days after this one is posted. I promised him one and I will deliver. What I promise I intend to keep. But keeping this going, I truly cannot tell you how much fun it is making just tier list videos and simply talking about different topics. I enjoyed me discussing the Primarchs, I enjoyed me discussing Goya, and today we are discussing classic Universal monsters. That's what we're doing today, because the other day I watched the OG Wolfman and I watched the Bela Lugosi Dracula as well, because I saw Nosferatu not long ago and I was in a very creepy monstery mood, so I wanted to watch that. Also, if you want me to do a review for Nosferatu, the new Robert Eggers movie, one starring Skarsgård and Miss Depp and Defoe and Hoyt and all the others, let me know. I enjoy talking movies as well, so let me know if you'd like to see a video on that. But today I wanted to talk about the classical Universal monsters and just the simple fact of if I'm taking them down, that's it. It's as simple as that. And there's no sugarcoating it, because I was watching Bela Lugosi and I was watching his Dracula and I was thinking to myself, can I beat this guy? I think I can beat this guy. Can I beat this guy? That's where this entire video was born from. So today I decided I'm gonna make a video about me just ranking the classical monsters if I can beat them up in a fight somehow. So we're going all the way from sit down to all the way from nope, and I'm dipping out. So we got a couple of them, 8 of them, and I wanted to just talk about all of them. I've seen all of their movies, but it's been a long time since I saw some of them. Like again, I saw Wolfman and Bela Lugosi's Dracula just recently, so all the others have to go off of memory and just what they are. So everybody kind of understands, what the Mummy is and so on and so forth. So simple as that. But before we continue, please subscribe, like, comment, share the video. I really hope that in this year I get to go all the way up to 100,000 subscribers. I know it's a lofty goal, but still that is my goal, and I intend to keep up the content so it all pans out as such. And without further ado, let's get into the monsters. Okay, starting off we have the Mummy. Now, the Mummy. What is a mummy? What constitutes as a mummy? This is an interesting question. No, but seriously, the Mummy. So, to give you an idea, the Universal version, the OG version of the Mummy is nothing like the Brendan Fraser one, so it's a bit different. But we still gotta admit, it's a mummified dead person wrapped in toilet paper, walking around being all and scary and everything, and you know, chanting something in hieroglyphics. You see, look, a mummy is technically a zombie. Right, it's an Egyptian zombie, let's be fair. And the only difference between a normal zombie and a mummy is that a mummy tends to be a pharaoh or a priest or a person of high importance within Egyptian society, ancient Egyptian society. So it's basically a zombie. And I've come to a point where after watching many episodes of, you know, shows like The Walking Dead, playing Left 4 Dead, Dying Light, so on and so forth, if you're not a volatile jumping on the roofs of Turkey, I don't think you are that notable of a zombie. And being from Egypt is just window dressing in my opinion. Cause like what like it's a mummy. What is he gonna do? Wrap me in toilet paper to death? I don't get it. Like, I am sorry if look, the mummy it's a zombie that has magical superpowers, yeah, whatever. But to be fair, just a couple of good hits with like an axe or a scythe or just you know, the old reliable, it's I don't think it's that much of a problem. But you know what, if it does some shenanigans, some, you know, Imhotep-esque hocus pocus voodoo stuff, it would be a bit of a challenge. So for this one, actually, I'll just put it in workout. Yeah, it's gonna give me a good workout. You know, I'll work up a sweat. I will be a bit, you know, out of breath by the time I'm done with this guy. So I think that's fair. Yeah, I think I'll put him in workout. Yeah, that seems fair. Next up, we got the Invisible Man. And no, it's not John Cena. It's just an invisible man. And okay, let's get this out of the way. Straight up, invisibility is not as busted of a superpower as one might think. Oh, that's another top 10 list. Okay, never mind. It's invisibility is not as busted of a superpower as people might think. Invisibility can get you far. Not going to lie, can get you far. But it has its limits. It's not like control time or matter itself. So it's like a mid-level of a superpower. And invisibility really depends on who's invisible. Because if you have a Sean Strickland type character that's invisible, then we're gonna have serious problems. But if you have Jimmy from Accountant being invisible, but look, here's the thing with the Invisible Man. I figured this out as a kid. I remember watching this movie when I was a child, and I just thought, this is so stupid. You could beat him easily. And I expressed this sentiment to my father, and my father was, how would you beat him? And I would just be like, I would just wait for the fog. I wait for the fog. I go into fog, and as soon as I see it move without anything in it, boom, he's there. Easy, quick, one, two, amen. It's as easy as that. So now, because I can't just wait on a fog, I just get a fog machine. I put it in a room and just wait. And as soon as it closes all the windows, no draft, so you know everything's fine. As soon as he comes close and something moves, there you are. That's it. That's how you beat the Invisible Man easily. And again, and here's the thing, even if it's Sean Strickland and he's invisible, it would still be an issue. But again, the end of it is it's just a dude. I'd have to do a couple of evasive maneuvers, a couple of ins and outs, and that's it. I might bring him down. If not, I'll just go take out my bow, and that's that. I'll just one shot. That's it. Yeah, the Invisible Man, there's no putting it that way. Sit down. He's going down easily. Sit your ass down. We're nothing to discuss. Phantom of the Opera. Now, here we have a man who has the voice of an angel, but the face of something that will definitely get me demonetized before even getting monetized if I say it. Okay, but truly, Phantom of the Opera is just literally a solo singer. That's what it is, a solo opera singer. That's all the Phantom is. Plus he's French. Like, you know you can beat him up. It's like, Pardon. Français, pardon. No, but truly, he's just a singer. He is an opera singer. He's deformed. I kind of feel bad of trying to, beat him up, because that would just be me beating the shit out of a disabled person. He's a burned victim, dude. He carries a mask, not because he wants to be scary. He's carrying a mask because he just knows he's ugly to look at. He just wants. Oh, yoy. I feel bad for the Phantom, seriously. But here's the thing, look, if between him and everything else, he's at the bottom of sit your ass down. He's just a guy. That's it. He's a scary looking dude. I wouldn't even fight him. He would do his whole like. He would do his whole. The Phantom of the Opera is here, and I would just do. Come inside. Aye. I'm just looking. Aye. Come. Let's go have a drink. I wouldn't even blink an eye. Because where I'm from, and this like truly, where I am from, I've seen some old people who would give him a run for his money on how busted age can make you look. So I don't know what he was born with. Age where I'm from can really make you look busted. So I'm not holding it that much against him. Look, he's the most easy to beat. I swear, he's just a dude at the end of the day. He's just a guy. So I wouldn't even try to beat him. I would just take him out for a drink, lunch, something. Yeah, but he is a bottom. I'd sit down. Yeah. Okay. Next, we have the Bride of Frankenstein. Okay. Now. It would be pretty. It would be pretty. To talk about how I could beat up a woman, but technically, we're talking about beating up zombie, a corpse, a living corpse that just so happened to be made out of lady parts that were once alive. So I don't feel as bad because I'm talking about fighting another zombie, okay? So, now. Okay. We have Bride of Frankenstein. Now, if memory serves me correct, I know that she was made by She was made by Victor to just give Frankenstein's monster a companion. But if memory serves me correctly, she was pretty jacked. She had some pretty good skills. She wasn't like a push around, to be fair. So she was pretty dangerous, as if memory serves me well. She was faster than the monster. I think she was even more intelligent. But to be fair, the monster is pretty intelligent, especially if you've read Shelley's book. But we're going off straight from the movies. But yes, I think she was kind of a beast, if I remember correctly. She was pretty damn imposing, an imposing force. She truly brought. And I think she was like sassy, if I remember correctly. Oh, I think this movie is the one I saw once out of all of them, and I saw it years ago. I think this is the one I saw the furthest back in my memory. It's the furthest back in my memory. Every other, I believe, I've watched more than once. I'm not sure about The Mummy and Invisible Man, to be fair, but I remember that I watched them. Oh no, in The Invisible Man I watched twice, I believe. But The Mummy and all of these I've watched not so far back. Yes, Bride of Frankenstein. Honestly, I think she's going and throwing hands. And I'm gonna tell you why. She will go and throwing hands because if memory serves me correct, she's like 2.5, 3 meters tall. She's like a big woman and pretty burly, so, the Mummy may be a zombie like she is, and he might have the whole Imhotep, hocus pocus thing, but she just has raw and, voodoo and stuff. I'm sorry, just is way more effective than woo. He can bring out as many unks as he wants. I think she could give me a run for my money. Genuinely, she could be a problem if things get out of hand. So yeah, I think I'll put her in throwing hands. I feel confident of that. Plus, her hairstyle. She had the whole Marge Simpson thing going before that was even a thing. Bro, you have to be confident to pull off that hairstyle and just be like, yeah, I'm making this work. Damn, yeah, she's going and throwing hands. Yeah, she's fun. Oh yeah, she's going and throwing hands. The creature from the Black Lagoon. Okay, this one. Woo! I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I think this one is tough. This one is really tough. Here's the thing. A lot of people think that if an enemy is aquatic, so its preferred terrain is water, and it might possess fins or whatever, does not have immovable thumbs, fins, whatever. If something like that exists, a lot of people believe that they could just take it down. How many times I've read online of people unironically thinking they can take down a shark, the Loch Ness monster. What? That is insane to me, because people don't realize I dive. I'll just put that out there. I dive and I hunt with a harpoon fishes in the sea. Being mobile in water is very difficult, number one, as a human. But if you come up against something that is built for H2O, like for an example, a squid, a big squid. We're not even gonna go into the sharks or something. We're gonna go for a squid. Bruder. Like if I saw a giant squid in the water, I would just be like, take me. Just take me. It's fine. Just take me. I'm not even gonna, just take me. Just look. I would not even try to put up a fight, because that is, you have no chance of surviving that. Nothing, nada. And here we have a creature that can breathe underwater, see underwater, is very agile and just durable underwater. And not only that, he swims in lagoons. Lagoons are typically far more denser than clear freshwater or ocean water. He is scaly. I think in the movie he tanks a couple of shots. I don't remember if they are 12-gauge shotguns, but he tanks a couple of shots. And for me, I'm not from the United States of America. So we have firearms here, they're legal, but I'm not very much into firearms. I'm much more into archery. So I have an Olympic bow. That is something that I know how to use. I am fairly good at archery. So I tend to view things if I can take them down with a bow, because I have pulled back on bows that have a high pound level. So I know for myself, I could probably take down big game with a bow. I am built, and I have been doing archery for long enough that I am built to the point where I can do that. And I know what an arrow can do if you really know how to use them, you know, Mongolian style. Fun fact, you know how nowadays we know if we dig up a remain of a deceased person, how we know if they are from Mongolia, especially after Genghis, after Temujin? We know because their shoulder blades, their backside is so defined, so pushed to the peak of just excellence, that from the remains, only Mongolian horse archers are able to do that. People don't realize that bows and arrows have been the most broken meta in warfare for the longest time. Combine that with a horse, there's a reason why the Mongols were the biggest empire ever. They were a menace. They were an absolute scourge upon the planet. That's why they call them the Scourge, because they were just, oh my God. If you were able to use a short bow, pull it back to the point on such pounds where you can pierce through any armor you come across, all the way from the Abbasid Caliphate all the way to Japanese samurais. Bro, archery is busted, and arrows are pretty strong. And the reason why I like them more than firearms is the reason that you need to be far more better at aiming them. They are not as forgiving as firearms. Firearms, there are compensations in archery as well, do not get me wrong, with stabilizers and how much and what kind of arrows you use and stuff like that, if you have Wien and such like that. But in gunsmithing, in firearms, it's a lot more noob friendly, let's say. They help you out far more with all the advances we've done within the firearms development sector. So arrows are much different, are much more challenging, but if you are good at them, you can be far more effective. Truly, they're stealthy. It's just a wonderful invention. And when it comes to the creature from the Black Lagoon, I am thinking to myself, if I throw an arrow if I shoot an arrow towards here, am I gonna get him down? I probably think so. I have enough of a strong bow and enough strong arrows to bring him down. The problem is, he is in water. And if he plays his cards right, he's gonna get me onto his terrain, where he's gonna have the advantage. And yes, all that being said, he's going straight to nope, nope. This guy is way more dangerous than people think he is. He is way more dangerous. So yeah, he's going straight to nope. Moving on, we have Frankenstein's monster. Okay, we have Frankenstein's monster itself. We had the bride earlier, now we have the groom. Okay, this one. You know, the problem with him is that I've read Mary Shelley's novel. And for those who do not know, the whole story is basically Victor recapping the story of his life. Everything that happened with his sister, his family, his love, his obsession, everything. Frankenstein's monster in the books is beyond terrifying. Oh my God, if you have not read Mary Shelley's novel of Frankenstein, that Frankenstein's monster in the novels he is basically a tank assassin. He is this 3-meter tall, buff dude who has the intellect of a genius and put all his stats in stealth. He is the most stealthy assassin you can think of. Oh, he is such a menace. And he's a zombie, so he's immortal, he's intelligent, he is so agile, he's durable, the movies truly did him dirty. I'm telling you straight up, if you've not read the novel, you would never have assumed how dangerous this guy is. But we're going off the movies. And look, I'm sorry, in the movies they made him slow and hulking and I don't know what. I think, again, and this applies to his wife as well, you just get a flamethrower and that's done. Not even that, just get a lighter and an Axe body spray and you're done. You're done. I don't know. But he is big. Even if he gets put on fire, he is still gonna charge at you. Cause like even if you burn him, he doesn't immediately go down. He's not a human. He doesn't feel pain like that. So he's still gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna put him in. I'm gonna get the bow. Yeah, I'm gonna get the bow. I'm gonna get my bow. I'm gonna light up some arrows. I'm gonna make sure I'm at a far enough distance, and I'm just gonna do that. It's fine. It's okay. We're not even gonna. It's okay. I'll put him in. Get the bow. It's fine for me. The Wolfman, werewolf in London. Okay. This one. I kept bringing up, what the monster itself is technically. So, Frankenstein is a zombie, so on and so forth. The Wolfman is a werewolf. And I'm gonna be straight up honest, personally. Lycanthropy is far more scary to me than vampirism, for instance. Because we just have 2 more left. So between a werewolf and a vampire, I am far more scared of a werewolf than I am of a vampire. And I'll tell you why. Look. A werewolf lycanthropy in many parts of the world has always been depicted as a sort of curse. So even from my neck of the woods, lycanthropy, werewolves are a curse. And I just think the whole concept of you being you and just losing control of yourself, just transforming into this beast is so terrifying to me. And here's the thing, a vampire is, because we're talking about Dracula, and we're talking about sentient vampires. We're not talking about, Strigoya and stuff like, and Striga, and no. We're not talking about those, because the beastly vampires, those in the courts from Warhammer, like those vampires, those are another level. But now we're talking about the sentient ones. Here's the thing, with a werewolf, you can't, no, there's no, no. A werewolf is just pure primal instinct, carnage and rage. Honestly, an American Werewolf in London, that whole design and that whole approach to a werewolf is one of the scariest versions of a werewolf, personally, truly. And the fact that werewolves are predominantly known to live within villages, whatever, they are among you, but their hunting grounds or what have you, where they roam once the moon goes up or their transformation takes hold by whichever means it is activated, the hunting ground usually is the forest. I don't know about you, but the forest at night is pretty spoopy. So yes, the forest at night really can put you on edge. I had spent many a night in the forest, and when it's silver lit by the light of the moon, it's one thing. When it's pitch black, Ridley Scott's Alien, pitch black, nah, no. And just knowing the fact that this human wolf hybrid thing is out there, nah. We're going straight into nope. He is not the creature from the Black Lagoon, because say what you will about the forest, the water is far more dangerous and for many far more scary. I personally am not scared of the ocean. I don't have thalassophobia or any such condition where I'm openly scared of the unknown of the ocean. I'm more fascinated by it, but I can acknowledge the fact that for many people the ocean is far more scarier, and I am just the type of person that I believe forests are far more scary, because if something bad were to happen again, if I got caught by the creature of the Black Lagoon, I just know I'm just done. I'm just done. But if I'm in the forest and something gets me, and if it's not even a werewolf, the Wolfman, if it's just a bear. Have you ever seen The Revenant? Yeah, that. So, yeah. Yes, the problem with the woods is, in the woods, you know that you still have a chance to survive, so your instincts will kick in. In the water, you just know you'd lose your breath in a single moment, so if you can't get to the surface, you're done. In the forest, you can still run away. There's still some chance. You can still breathe. You can still feel the pain. Because, I don't know if you know this, but bears have no problem with eating their prey alive. They're not like some cats or some canine that make sure that the prey is dead before they start feasting. Bears don't care. They can just eat you and embowel you while you're still alive. They don't care, because they know that once they have you, you're not going anywhere. So they don't care. And I feel like a werewolf, because it's half human, it's gonna be is gonna be an asshole like that. So nah, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm good. And finally, we have the big man himself, the big chief, the big kahuna, Dracula. Dracula. Vladimir Tepes himself. Okay, now. I just watched Nosferatu, not even a week ago. I watched Nosferatu, and for those who don't know, Nosferatu is the free domain version of Dracula. In 1926, I believe that was the year. No, 1923, I believe 1923 was the year when the original Nosferatu was made, and they didn't have the license for Bram Stoker's Dracula like Coppola had in the 90s. So they wanted to make a story, and in that depiction, they went with the more scary version of a vampire that I would think so. Since vampires in many societies, many cultures, many nations around the world have been depicted as the living dead. So they're not zombies, but they're far more dangerous. They're a cut above a zombie. And Dracula is king because he is Dracula. Everybody knows Dracula. I'm not gonna go into it. So here is the thing. Depending on where you are in the world, the vampire can shapeshift, turn to smoke, mind control winds, what have you. And things that can kill it can vary. Bullets, silver bullets, stakes, garlic, sunlight, holy relics, rituals, coffins, doesn't matter. It depends. A vampire, if it's not a feral strain of it, if we're talking about a sentient one, as Dracula is, there is a chance of negotiations. And if you don't believe me, Renfield exists. He's a familiar. And if we even go by the Renfield movie with Cage and Holt, who was in Nosferatu as well, Holt. You can even rebel against your master somehow, so that can happen. You just have to find an Aquafina and you're good. But that is the thing, you can still negotiate with a vampire. And if we go even from the classics to a depiction of vampires, of a vampire that I truly, truly enjoyed is in Viet Minh. The Witcher. Sapkowski's vampiri are very much up my alley in that way. He used the beastly ones, yes. But if we were, let's just take the games, for example, Elena, and, oh man, what's his name? It eludes me. This is gonna bug me. I'm not gonna get it on camera. Whatever. His companion, Geralt's companion, the sensible vampire, the pupil to the bad guy. Oh my god, I even forgot his name. Something on D. I think it was something on D. How do I remember characters like Ana Henrietta and Elena, but not him? Oh, it's not Roach. Roach is the horse. What's his name? Please leave it in the comments. I'll look it up after I'm done filming. But still, I have to look. Give me a second. I have to check the higher vampire. I think it's something. Regis. I remember Regis. I saw it before. Oh, is it Regis? Let me check. Is it Regis? Is it Regis? Regis? Yes, it's Regis. I got it. I remembered. I remember. Detlef! Detlef! That's his name. Yes, I remember too. Detlef is the main villain as well. Yes, I remembered. Elena, Detlef, Regis, all of these. The higher vampires. Yes, I remembered. That is a good depiction of a vampire, of a vampire that I like, because even Detlef, who, if we look at the story of what happens in Blood and Wine, Detlef is a menace. Detlef is the Wild Hunt. It got edited and it got shit on Detlef. Seriously, the unaired elves, Arche, the high elves that invaded through the conjunction of spheres, from Wild Hunt, they ain't got nothing on the vampires. Nothing. The higher vampires are, and there it's perfectly eluded. Regis is a good one. Even better example, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My favorite show of all time, just so you know. We're not gonna talk about it, maybe another time. But Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the vampires in there, some of them can be good. Some of them are straight up monsters. And in all of these depictions, they are all sentient, so it comes to a point where you can negotiate, you can talk, and you might just be able to survive if you're quick of wit. If you're good enough with your words, you would be fine. So, when it comes to the final decision with Dracula, I think a lot of people are gonna be mad at this. I'm getting the bow. He's above Frankenstein's monster. Let's be clear about it. He's above him, yeah. But yeah, I don't think. Here's the thing, if you put up Dracula against the creature from the Black Lagoon, the creature no diffs Dracula. It's done. Dracula can do nothing to the creature from the Black Lagoon. If the creature gets him in water, he's done. The Dracula can't do anything to him, so at best, they're at a stalemate. He doesn't go into the water, he doesn't come out. They're fine. He can maybe like try to flush him out of the water somehow, but if the creature just gets himself into the ocean or something, Dracula's finished. He can't do anything. But now the whole Wolfman and Dracula debacle, there was, I'm not sure, but I think there was even a film about that where they put those two up against each other, and I don't remember. I do not think I've seen it. It doesn't matter. What comes down is that I truly believe that a werewolf is far more dangerous than a vampire. It was even brought up in Van Helsing. Underrated movie, by the way. I hate that people say that's a bad movie. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie. The one with Hugh Jackman. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie. Go watch it. It's fun. You have Hugh Jackman and the ever beautiful Kate Beckinsale. Amazing movie. Awesome. But yes, in that movie, it showed that the only weakness to Dracula is a werewolf bite. And I believe even in I believe that is the case, but it's a high, I think there is a higher chance of it being fabricated in modern times that a werewolf is the bane to a vampire, a lycanthrope. But here's the thing, again, a vampire has some reservations, some things that can hold them back. Even if you take some of the most brutal and savage vampires, like from Fright Night, he was the guy in both traditions, in the original and the new one with Colin Farrell. He is a calculated creature. And when you put him up against something that just goes off of pure instinct, you can't negotiate with it, I think that the pure instinct might win. Granted, the vampire has intellect on his side, but again, when you're dealing with something that monstrous and that super powered, imbued, I think the werewolf is gonna win. So Dracula, for me, again, but if we're going just by the old school way, just make a nice wooden arrow. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. And he's done. So yeah, I believe that I would put Dracula and get the bow. Yeah, so yes, this is the list. Now that I look at it, yeah, I think I'm good with this. I probably will change my mind on the Mummy and the Bride, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. Yes, I'm happy with this. I think I'm happy with this. So yes, that was me ranking the classic Universal's monsters. I hope you enjoyed this this ranking session, me yapping about old monsters from the black and white era of film. I like these films. I truly enjoy these films. I think people should watch them. They're fun. They're cheesy. They're fun. They're a good time. Plus, these monsters are very fun. They have fun designs and cool lore and such. I would just like more films to be made about cool monsters like this, like Wendigos and Skinwalkers and Drekavats and Babaroga, Bao, Kleshens, what have you. Yes, so yes, I think this was a good list from my side. Yes. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I really do. And this is where the video is gonna end off for today. So again, please subscribe, like, comment, share. I am trying to reach 100,000 by the end of this year. So that is my goal. And in the meantime, hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching. Thank you.